du Père et du Fils et du Saint-Esprit. Amen. Hello everyone. I have some good news and some bad news. Bad news is I won't be able to fucking continue this project until a while. And the reason is I absolutely need to make this internship work. And with the little time that I have, I'm working on the project of the internship. That doesn't mean I'm giving up on business. I fully intend on continuing this project. But I just can't afford to lose another year of my life because I can't get this internship straight. And I would have to flunk this year and start all over again, and that just cannot happen. Like, that's an impossibility in my mind. So I'm working double time to make this internship work. On the good side, it's a really cool fucking project, right? So what I was thinking was, in the meantime, while I'm working on this, because this is 4 months long, so a bit of time, you know, I continue the logs to keep myself accountable and to make sure that you guys don't think I'm chickening out or something. So I wanted to give log updates on what I'm working currently on. So yeah, completely different, nothing to do with marketing. It's an internship. Well, let me just get it straight. It's an internship for a research lab in Toulouse, in one of the big universities, and I'm working for the neuroergonomics lab. Yeah, I know, kind of fancy. And my job is to create a device that can measure the blink frequency and the eye movements of a fighter pilot, also scuba diver, but that device will be used in both cases. And yeah. So that's what I'm working on, using micro. Oh yeah, and it's not with a camera like AI. It's with electrodes placed on the face, and with those electrodes, you can actually measure a tiny voltage when your eyes close, because apparently you have like electricity tension on your face, and when you close your eyes, it closes the circuit, and you can actually measure that on the electrodes. Same thing for eye movements. And so I'm building an algorithm to take in that signal and to tell you what all these signals actually mean. Normally I would go to machine learning for this type of job. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, but my supervisor doesn't want this because he wants to be able to straightforwardly debug the system. So maybe later on I'll train a model and then implement it. So that's one of the things he wants a really straightforward debugging system. Also, we're working on really tight constraints. Like, I'm working on an Arduino Uno, and the one I have has 2 kilobytes of RAM. Ooh. And like that means that with the real-time data coming in, I basically have just enough space to store 1 second of data, do all the processing I need, save it to memory, come back to RAM to get the data just in time while it's coming in real time when it's overriding the previous data. So I have like 1 second window, and with a sampling frequency of 200 hertz, that means that every 500 microseconds I have to come back to the data acquisition thread and handle the inputs. So I don't know if I'll be able to do it on Arduino because it's such tight constraints. It's only single-threaded. I'm trying to simulate in-code multi-threaded, like drop the thing you're doing with static functions and go back to data acquisition. Okay, now go back to function, etc., etc. It's pretty dirty, to be honest. I would never code like this if the constraints weren't so. But even so, might not be possible. We'll still try. But I got other equipments might go on an STM32 or a Raspberry Pi. By the way, Raspberry Pi, fucking beast. I looked at the specs online. 1 gig of RAM, shit, in a Raspberry Pi. I can store all my data in there. I don't even need external memory, right? Anyway, so that's what I'm working on. It's tough, it's complicated, it's not easy, but I'm learning a bunch, and it's super interesting, and it's giving me back the taste I had for computer science, and really the love I had for it. Really those tight constraints, those has to go fast, has to use low memory, really like useful shit, you know? Oh yeah, and I didn't say, the reason why we're measuring eye movements and eye blinks is because you can apparently detect fatigue. Like when you're tired, you start to blink faster, or more often, should I say. Your eye movements are different, so that's basically the device I'm building, is to measure that kind of stuff in high pressure environments. So yeah, really excited about this. Bummed about the business, but you know what? It's all in the Lord's hands. I've tried to stop worrying about all that stuff, and I know that, God willing, everything will happen in time. So there you go. That was this week's log. We'll keep you updated on this project, but don't worry, I'm not giving up on my dreams. Have a good day. Au nom du Père, du Fils et du Saint-Esprit. Amen.